So we are here today. The Parrot Crisis Summit was launched so that we can begin a global conversation about ending captivity for parrots. As rescuers, veterinarians, conservationists, even just individual folks who care about parrots, we are witnessing an untenable level of suffering that is simply not justifiable. The heartbreak is more than we can bear, and it's interconnected. There's a direct correlation between the harm happening to parrots in captivity and the harm happening to parrots in the wild. Every parrot sold perpetuates a cruel market for parrots and normalizes captivity as a widely accepted standard. As long as the sight of a parrot in a cage is acceptable, as long as parrots are regarded as pets, they will suffer in our hands. We have babies being poached from their nests or brutally captured as adults from their homes, from their families, from their flocks. Over 90% of these birds will die before they even make it into a cage in someone's home to suffer as their pet. We have breeder birds by the millions existing in bleak, barren boxes in parrot mills whose only value is in the babies they produce, and who experience the emotional torture of having their babies stolen over and over and over again. These babies are ripped from the protection of their parents, shipped to commercial pet stores where they will spend their most socially formative months alone in a glass display case. And this will be the start of the psychological damage that will compromise them for the rest of their lives. As pets, they will live their lives lonely, desperate for attention, and frustrated, because we don't really have time for our birds. They will be abandoned. They'll be passed through endless successions of homes because at the end of the day, they don't really fit into our lives. They will live their lives behind cage bars, and for this reason, they will die prematurely from heart disease, atherosclerosis, liver and kidney disease, reproductive diseases, various forms of cancer, and any number of contagious avian diseases we have no control over. Parrots are in crisis. They are being driven to extinction in the wild, while at the same time, in places where parrots are legally sold as pets, rescue organizations are buckling under the weight of a burgeoning unwanted parrot problem. It's time to change the narrative, guys. We can't justify this madness. We don't have the right to do this to them. As a global community, we can change our global values and our global behavior so that the sight of a bird in a cage will no longer be acceptable to anyone. We can kill the market. That's what this is all about. We can't just think it. We have to feel it. We have to say it out loud, and we have to take action every single day. The time has come for parrots. Stop the demand and the trade. No more birds in cages. So, sorry. Without further delay, let me introduce our keynote speaker for day one. She is an avian veterinarian and co-founder of One Earth Conservation, working with indigenous communities, NGOs, and even governments throughout Central and South America to save and protect parrots in the wild. Welcome, Dr. Laura Kim Joyner.